Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. I'm Lisa Valinda and I make videos about clean beauty and holistic wellness. In today's video, I'm going to show you my top 3 favorite cream blushes of all time. If you've been subscribed to my channel for a while or if you follow me on Instagram, you probably know that I am a huge fan of cream blushes. I just think they look so much better than any powder blush. They blend into the skin, they give you that natural flushed look that just no powder blush ever could. I would go as far as calling myself like a cream blush connoisseur because I've tried so many. There are a lot of cream blushes out there, especially in the clean beauty community. There's a lot of clean beauty brands that have cream blushes, and I have tried maybe not all of them, but most of them. And I've narrowed it down to 3 that are my absolute holy grails that I use on a daily basis. So I would like to share that with you so that you don't have to go through the trial and error that I did to find these really good ones. Before we dive in, I just want to apologize if there is an echo. I'm sitting in my new office slash beauty studio slash filming studio. I have not decorated this room yet, so it's very empty and very echoey. Also, my background is very boring because there's like nothing here. So let's just dive into the video. So the products that I'm going to show you today is the multi-stick from Ilia Beauty, the Carrot Color Pot from Eraperez, and the Last Looks Cream Blush from Juice Beauty. And I vary between all of these 3, so I can't really say which one of these are like my top favorite because they're good in different ways, and that's what I'm going to explain to you in this video. So let's just start with the Ilia multi-stick. I have this in the shade Cheek to Cheek. It looks like this. This is a very nice natural color. Like on my quite pale skin tone, it just looks like I have this natural like flush from within. I haven't tried their other colors, so I can't say how they are, but this one is absolutely amazing. And I would say that out of all of these 3, this one is the most natural looking. This one is not as pigmented as the others, which is very good if you are doing a very natural makeup look. I love using this also if I'm not really wearing makeup, but I just want to add some color to my cheeks to look alive. And this is great for that because it really looks so natural that you can't tell you're wearing makeup if you use this sparingly. I'm going to zoom in the camera and apply this on one of my cheeks so that you can see how easily it applies and how good it blends with the skin. Alright, we are zoomed in. So how I like to apply this one is actually just apply with a stick straight on the skin. And I apply quite a lot just because it isn't as pigmented as the others. And then I just dab it on with my fingers. And the formula of this one is, I would say, quite oily. A lot of cream blushes are kind of waxy, which make it difficult to blend into the skin, but this one is very thin. I don't know if that's a good description, but it's very thin. Even though it's in a stick, it's not like a waxy crayon type of thing. It just blends in so easily with the skin. You can also do, of course, way less than this if you want an even more natural look. So as you can see, it just blends in so nicely with the skin, and it adds this glow. If you're going for a very natural look, you basically don't need a highlighter when you use this one because it adds that glow. There's no sparkle or glitter in it. It's just a dewiness, and that's what I love about it. So I mean, you can see how quick and easily that one blended in. With this one, you don't need a brush. There's a lot of cream blushes that I actually still use a brush to apply. I will show you with the other ones, but with this one, you can just go in straight with your fingers. You don't really need a brush in order to smooth out any edges because it blends so nicely. And as you can see, also the shade is very natural. So as you can see here, it looks very natural. It doesn't really look like I have applied something. It just looks like my cheeks are just naturally flushing, and I love that look. So I would say if you're someone who likes to do a very natural makeup look, or if you don't like wearing a lot of makeup but you still want a little color to your cheeks, then this one is amazing. Let's move on to the next one. So the next one is the Carrot Color Pot from Eraperez, and I have this in the shade Healthy. It looks like this. This is also very natural looking color. This one is a little bit thicker than the Ilia one, and it's also more pigmented. It doesn't blend as easily as the Ilia one, but it's still very easy to blend in comparison with a lot of other cream blushes. So with this one, I like to apply it with my finger. This one is almost better to apply a little bit and then build it up because it is actually way more pigmented than the Ilia. So I like to apply it first with my hands, and then I like to go in with a brush and just really smooth it out. So I'm gonna go in with this blush brush. Alright, there we go. As you can see, this one is a little bit more, it's more pigmented, it shows up more on the skin. And what I love about this one is that it stays on all day, like it's there. This one will fade throughout the day. I would say if you're someone who likes to wear a little more makeup, like you really want your makeup to stay put the entire day, then this one is amazing. Or let's say you have an event or a party or even your wedding, something where you want that natural, dewy, healthy looking finish of a cream blush, but you want it to stay put, then this one is your friend. It is so good. And as you can see, even though it is more pigmented, a little bit harder to blend out, it still looks so natural. This one also, as you can see, adds a little bit of like a dewy shine to the cheeks. This one, the one from Ilia, is a little more dewy, probably because like the oil versus pigment ratio is different. There's less pigment, more moisturizing ingredients, whereas this one is more pigment. But still it has that healthy dewy shine. And the last one is the Last Looks Cream Blush from Juice Beauty. I have this one in two very different shades. I have the Flush, which is a very like neutral beige pink nude kind of shade, and then I have it in Seashell, which is a very bright coral pink. And Flush is definitely the shade that I use the most because it's the most versatile. And this one comes in this very convenient pan with a little mirror, so it's very easy to have on the go. All cream blushes are totally fine to use on your lips, but I would say that this one actually feels the best on the lips. For example, this one you can totally wear on the lips, but it feels a little bit like weird, like it shouldn't be on the lips kind of. And this one you can also wear on the lips, but this tone, it's just not really for me, for the lips. Whereas this one is so nice to wear on the lips because it has that very natural pink nude shade. So I'm all out of cheeks. So I'm going to just wipe this side off. So I wiped away the other blush and applied a little more foundation so that we have a clean base for this blush. And this one also has like a thinner, more oily consistency, just like the Ilia blush has. It's not as pigmented as the Eraperez. And usually what I do is I just swirl my finger in there and then just tap it on. Because it's not super pigmented, it's also easy to work with. I would rather have a blush that you can reapply and build up rather than you accidentally apply too much and then you have to try to rub it off. In this one, you also don't really need a brush. Sometimes I like to use it like anyway, just because I'm used to it. But I always initially apply with my fingers and then maybe I go up over with the brush if I feel like I need to. So as you can see, this shade is very, very natural. So if you're someone that doesn't really like this blushy look, but you still want to give some life to your face, then this shade Flush is really good. I felt like when I first got this one, I was like, this shade looked so different from what I usually wear. I thought it was kind of a weird shade for a blush. I'm just used to blush being more popping. I was kind of like, okay, that's not for me. But it actually is one of my favorites. Like, it looks so natural. And I'm going to show you how it looks on the lips as well. Of course, you can apply more if you want a little more color, but I think this just looks so nice. And I've said this so many times before, but I love when you have the same shade on your lips as you have on your cheeks. I can't find the word I'm looking for, but I'm sure you understand. It looks very flattering to the face and very soft. And even though you're wearing makeup, it looks very, very natural. I'm going to show you also how the Seashell shade looks. I'm just gonna go over and apply it on top. This one is way more popping, but it still has the same easily blendable formula. Even though the color is way more popping, it's not too pigmented, so it's very easy to work with. And with this shade, I would probably go in with a brush. I also really like to apply like a little bit on the nose, and it's very easy to do with these ones. And with these Juice Beauty blushes, I was actually a little bit concerned when I first tried it because they have coconut oil in them, which is usually an ingredient that breaks my skin out. It is a very comedogenic oil, so if you are prone to breakouts, normally you should just stay the hell away from coconut oil on your face. So I've always been like very never ever use coconut oil on your face, but these for some reason just doesn't break me out. It's not like straight up putting coconut oil on your face, it's actually like in a product and it's been obviously like processed into blush. Maybe that's the reason, maybe it's that it's a small amount. So if you have the same concerns, then I do actually encourage you to give it a try because it's amazing. So that was my top 3 favorite cream blushes of all time. I know that there are tons of cream blushes out there. I would say especially clean beauty brands tend to make a cream blush. Not everyone of course, but I feel like a lot of people who are into clean beauty are also into maybe a more natural look in general. But I would say that there's also like, I would say a misunderstanding that cream blushes are only for those who want no makeup look, and that's just not true because you can achieve such a nice look with a cream blush. And like I said, there are some that really last all day, and even if you're doing like a full glamorous makeup, you still want your skin to look natural. Like even if you use a lot of products and you're obviously wearing makeup, you don't really want it to look like you're wearing tons of makeup. You still want products that are blendable, that looks really good and natural on the skin. So I hope that I was able to help you navigate this cream blush jungle. I'm curious to hear if you have any favorite cream blushes that I didn't mention in this video. Like I said, I've tried many, but definitely not all of them. So if you have a favorite, then please share it with me because I would love to try. Also, before you go, please give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel and ring the bell so that you can stay notified when I upload a new video. I really hope that you enjoyed this video. Take care of yourselves, and I will see you in my next video. Until then, as always, stay glowing!